Hello guys and welcome to another speed build. So today I am making a Bohem beach wedding venue, which is part of a challenge that I saw on Twitter called Ninni's Wedding Challenge. I think she has regular challenges. So when I saw a couple of other people do this challenge, I thought I would give it a try. And the response on Twitter has been so cool because there has been so many people who liked this and shared it and retweeted it. So thank you so much guys for doing that. I really appreciate that, and I had so much fun making this. It didn't take me too long. I think it took me about 2 hours or something. So I'm really happy with how it turned out, and you will see in the end that I used a lot of different lights and colors and setting for the light. Like some lights are really strong and some lights are dim. And I made this on the lot on the island of Windenburg, the lot that is closest to the beach, because I thought that would be a really nice place to have a beach wedding. And following with the theme of it being bohemian and kind of like a hippie-ish style wedding, I go for a bit of untraditional and unconventional ways of having a wedding venue. I have actually made another wedding venue before, but it's not on my channel. It was before I started this YouTube channel, but it is on the gallery. So if you like wedding venues, I have another one which is based off of Norwegian architecture. It's a stavkirke, which is a really old Norwegian architecture, and I'm really happy with that as well. So I might make more wedding venues eventually, because I had so much fun doing this. And yeah, so here you see the main structure of the build is already done, and I really wanted to make this like flowing feeling around the wedding arch. So I made these curtains on the walls, and then I deleted the walls, as you can see. And now I am placing lots of different like purplish and pink flowers all around, because I really wanted it to be romantic, and pink and purplish is really romantic to me. And the hollyhocks, which I just placed now, is my favorite flower in the game. So I really wanted to incorporate that into the build here. And I don't think that these flowers would grow here on their own, so I think that this is probably like a wedding venue that has been made especially for occasions like this, and someone planted those flowers there. And I really wanted to make it look not too pristine and not too groomed, so I did put a couple of wildflowers in with all the other stuff as well. And I think it turned out really nice in the end with all the flowers. And as you can see, I also placed a couple of other flowers around there. That's from the Romantic Garden stuff pack, and the flowers in this pack are just so beautiful. And as you can see, I'm rotating the flowers a little bit so they don't look completely the same all over. And now I'm starting to lay down some rugs, and I was contemplating on putting some rugs like just down the aisle where the bride would walk for a normal wedding. In The Sims, I find it really hard to actually make the Sims actually walk down the aisle and have all the guests sit at once and watch the wedding, but you could probably do that with some mods or something. If any of you guys know about a mod that's like that, please let me know, because that would be so much fun. So for the pictures that I took for the end of the video here, it's just empty. There's no one getting married on the pictures or anything, but I would really like to start incorporating Sims into the picture tour at the end. And you can see now that I'm almost done placing down all the carpets, and I put a lot of different carpets with different patterns and different colors on the floor here or on the ground. And then I started placing all these pillows from, I think it's Toddler Stuff pack. And as you can see, I went a bit crazy with the pillows, so I'll be changing a couple of those out for some other kind of seating arrangements as well, but I didn't choose any chairs. I just chose like really low seating areas for this whole type of, what you call it, this place where people sit and watch people get married. And here I just wanted to add some lights as well, because I didn't want it to be too dark in the evening time, but I didn't want like really bright lights either. So I thought that these lanterns with the rice paper light on it were really nice and would give a really nice atmosphere in the nighttime. And as you can see, I'm just centering them in between the curtains just to fill out the space a little bit. And some lanterns down the aisle as well. And as you can see, I'm not making things really symmetrical or perfect, but I think that's part of the charm as well. And here I'm just laying down some rose petals as well, because I thought that would be really, really nice and romantic looking. And just all over in front of the arch and just a little bit outside of the aisle. And I also placed some musical instruments. I was going to place them in the back, but then I changed my mind and I just placed them in the front here, because I think that would actually be really nice to have some musicians playing on the side there while a couple of Sims got married. And here you can see me changing out the pillows with a couple of, I'm not sure what they are called. It's not ottomans, but like poofs. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. And just some different kind of seating, just to break up the monotony of it and just make it a bit more colorful and diverse. Because this build is all about diversity and nothing looking the same, except for the flowers, because I really love those flowers. And here I'm just trying to figure out where to place the eating area, where I'm going to make like a really long eating area with different tables. And I really like these builds where I mix and match a lot of different things together. As you can see, I also choose a lot of different chairs for this, because I didn't want all the chairs to be the same. And I'm just going with the white, because I thought that all the carpets in different patterns was really nice, but I really wanted the eating area to be a bit more calm, and just choose some different decorations for the table instead of the chairs being colorful. And I also thought that the chairs being white and kind of like light wood would match with the tables as well really nicely. So here I just chose 5 different like centerpieces for each table, like one for each table, except for the one table that has 2. And then I'm going to decorate the table a bit more, but I just found this urn and I really wanted to put some flowers in there, so I go ahead and downsize this bush and stick it into those, I think it's called an urn in the game, but for me it looks much more like a flower pot. And I also thought that after the ceremony it would be really fun to dance a little bit, and I really wish that the Sims could dance just on the ground, but when I've played, at least, it seems to me like the Sims won't really do like a lot of group dancing unless there's a dance floor. I might have to play test this and see if it works without the floors or not, But I already uploaded this to my gallery, so if you like it and you don't want the dance floor, you can just take it away. But I thought the wood dance floor was the one that would suit this the best, because you saw that I tried the glass dance floor and it actually revealed a lot of sand underneath, which I thought was kind of cool. But still, I kind of think that this is also like a portable wedding venue. It's set up, but you can take it down as well. But in my game, it's going to be permanent. And as you can see, I put a lot of candles on the table, and I really liked how it turned out in the end. And in the back here, I'm making a fireplace where both the guests and the groom and the bride can sit and just relax and have a good time. And just putting down some more flowers just to make it look a bit more filled out, not so empty. And I really like these trees from Movie Hangout stuff because they have lanterns in them, and I thought this was perfect for this build. And seeing as this is like a hippie Bohem wedding venue, I thought that a normal kitchen wouldn't fit in that nicely. So the options here are either grilling your own food or making it on the fire if you catch your own fish, because there's actually a fishing station just right outside this lot down by the water. So I thought that would be really cool if like some of the Sims went fishing and just grilled their own fish on the fire afterwards, because we're talking like really frugal, thrifty hippie Sims would get married here. And just a bar, because I think a wedding needs a bar, just with some different drinks, just to get the mood up a little bit. And I think the bar ends up looking really cool at the end with all the lights and stuff and the curtain. And here I'm just placing some of the lights in between the trees. And these lights, they won't fix to anything else but walls, but you can luckily delete the walls afterwards. So I kind of feel like I made it look like the lights are hanging in the trees. And here I'm just going over and putting up some more lights on the table. And yeah, I think it turned out really nice in the end. Just a lot of different stuff. I really love like this eclectic style. It's one of my favorite styles to do. And yeah. And just going over a couple of details here and there, just making it a bit better. And now I'm searching for a wind chime. I wanted to hang wind chimes different places, but they were actually quite hard fitting up in the trees because they wouldn't really, they're not in the correct height for any of the branches in any of these trees. So I think I end up putting one in there. And yeah, here I just did some I edited some settings in my game. Sorry about that. I should have cut that out, but oh well. And here I'm just placing down some coolers next to the grill. If a sim wants to eat but doesn't want to grill anything, you can, I think you can have some like cereals or sandwiches or something like that. This is a very informal wedding venue, so there's not like fancy schmancy type food in this wedding venue. Try saying that fast 5 times. And here I'm just putting down some lights that I think we got also from Toddler Stuff, or yeah, I think it was from Toddler Stuff. I really like these lights. They are really nice because you can chain them together, so you have lots of different directions. And here I try to make it work with all of the different ones, but you'll see me actually figuring it out in the end, because it doesn't look as nice now. It's very like chaotic. So in the end I actually make it go much nicer, like zigzag over the table instead of everywhere. And I thought this looked a bit empty, so I just placed a couple of more flowers there. This wild grass, which I really love. I think I use it in almost all of my builds, and this lavender plant. And just doing some terrain paint, and I'm trying to match it up with the sand that's outside of the lot, but it's not that easy because we don't really have a matching terrain paint with the sand that's on the island of Windenburg. So I tried making it look the best it could, but I really wish we had some more matching terrain paints. And here I just figure out that these lights would be too much for this venue, so I just take these string lights, and first I try to make them crisscross like that, but I didn't really think that that looked really nice. So here I am just figuring out that I want to do it in a zigzag motion, which looked way much better, and it gave like this really nice feeling of it being not totally symmetrical but also really nice at the same time. And just some yoga mats and some meditation poofs, chairs, pedestal stuff, because who doesn't want to do some yoga in a wedding? And here you can see me just trying to line up lights on over the tables in the same way as I did over the dance floor, and I think that looked so much better than before. It looks a bit more organized. Yeah, so as you can see in the pictures that are coming up right now, I changed the lights to be more purple-ish in the area here, and over the dining area I changed them to be like rainbow colored, so one strip is red, one strip is orange, etc. And I also did the same over the dance floor, which you will see in the next picture here. I did change it in between the pictures, so some of the pictures have it and some of the pictures don't, but in the upload on the gallery, all of them are changed in different colors, which I thought was really nice and kind of matched the atmosphere of the whole place. Here you have the bar with the lights, and just a really nice shot from the end of the table here, where you can see all of the different colors in the lights and all of the candles and the flowers. And here you have the perspective of the painter who would maybe paint the ceremony. And yeah, I thought that was a nice touch, just putting an easel there. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and again, thank you for all the support I got on Twitter for this build. I really appreciate it. So I'll see you next time. Bye!